Look, welcome to Terry's Tips, guys. We are back. Brand new videos every Tuesday and Thursday on personal credit, business credit, real estate investing, entrepreneurship, legacy, wealth, inheritance, all of the above. Okay, guys, so get a notebook, get a pen, because in today's video, we're going to talk specifically about 10 banks that are great for business loans. And y'all know I'm always going to give you some extras. So I'm also going to give you the 4 types of lenders that you need to be aware of. And I'm going to give you some tips for the application process and for approval. Got it, good guys. Now do my nugget at the end. So let's jump right in. And honestly, as an entrepreneur, aspiring entrepreneur, investor, if you're incorporating your side hustle, money, credit, and learning how to leverage is literally a way for you to have not only success, but long-term success. You'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So the 4 types of lenders. I teach high-level strategy, okay? So you must know this. So the first type of lender is your big banks, right? That's like your Wells Fargo, your Bank of America, your Chase. Some of them are on this list, but not all of them, okay? Your second type of lender, and this is where it's a good spot for you guys to pay attention, are your regional banks or your mid-level banks. Those are your PNCs, your Citizens, your Regions, and a bunch of them are on the list. Now pause. The reason why a lot of the regional banks are on the list, guys, is because they have a ton of money to give to you. And so many people just don't qualify because they don't take the time to build business credit, work on their personal credit to look fundable and credible on paper, which I talk about all the time on my entire channel. Okay, so a lot of times they have a ton of money to give to people and nobody's applying for it or nobody qualifies for it because of the small things. The success is in the details. So the regional banks. The third type of lender, guys, are credit unions. Now, credit unions, there's pros and cons to all the banks, to be honestly, but credit unions are great because they're smaller, they have good rates, but they don't have a ton of business credit products, right? So some of them have credit cards, some have loans and lines of credit, but it's not really their area of expertise. In today's list, I'm going to give you 10 banks. And nugget right here, guys. I'm giving you 10. That means depending on the bank, they're going to have different requirements for your credit score, different requirements for length of time in business, different requirements for allowable use, different requirements if they do a hard pull or a soft pull, if they report to personal or if they report to business. They are all business loans. So you have to do your due diligence, meaning I'm giving you 10 banks that are known to give money to you all. So that means Monday you look at one bank, Tuesday you look at another bank, Wednesday you look at another bank, Thursday you look at another bank. Guys, go on their actual website because they will tell you, we need this documentation, we need this amount of time in business. And then you, because you are a wealth warrior, if you're looking at my channel, are going to apply only with the lender that best matches your situation. That was a nugget right there. Don't miss that, okay? So, and mind you, like I said, when I give you the 10 different banks, just do your due diligence and go on their actual website. Guys, and the 4th type of lender that I talk about a ton on my channel is fintech companies. Now, in today's video, I'm only giving you 10 banks, not fintech companies. Stay tuned for that when I give you guys an updated list for that, okay? So big bank, regional bank, credit union, fintech companies. Today is specifically for small businesses and bank loans. And guys, real quick, these loans go anywhere between $5,000 and $250,000, y'all. A couple of them even go up to $500,000. Yes, y'all, okay? Now, some tips for approval, okay? Now, honestly, you're going to have to be strong somewhere. You can't have a 500 credit score and no revenue and be a brand new business and be like, I don't know why I didn't get $100,000, Terry. I don't know why I didn't get $50,000, Terry. Y'all, I'm a credit consultant. I'm a credit expert, not a magician. Let me stop messing with y'all on my YouTube channel, right? So listen, so they're going to be looking at 3 main things, right? Length of time in business. Some of you guys can't help that. If you guys haven't just incorporated, 3 months ago or 6 months ago, then when you're looking at these banks, you're going to be looking at the lenders that specifically fund startups or that have money to kind of start your business or to grow your business because they're going to be more lenient with the time in business, right? The longer you've been incorporated, the better. Some are going to say, we require you to be incorporated 6 months. We require it to be a year. We require 2 years. Well, if you've only been incorporated for 12 months and you want to go for this loan and it says 2 years, well, you're not doing that. You're going to only go for the lenders that have a lower length of time in business. Nugget here. For all my vets, they know I drop nuggets through my entire video. For all my newbies, I drop nuggets through the entire video. And they're to help you, okay? For business credit, a new business, depending on the lender, is if you've been incorporated for 5 years and under or 3 years or under. So some of you guys have been in business like 2.5 years and you're actually still considered a startup. You're actually still considered a new business. So pay attention to that. The second thing is, drum roll, credit. They're going to be looking at the personal credit of the business owner, especially if you're a new business, especially if you're a startup, especially if you're a single member LLC, especially if you don't have business credit, right? So even if it doesn't go on your personal credit, guys, even if, say, it's a bank that actually does a soft inquiry, doesn't even do a hard pull, as part of the approval criteria, some of the banks may look at your personal credit. So you, as the business owner, want to be a 700 and above. I'm just being honest with you. Now, are there lenders on this list that will lend to you if you have under a 700? Yes, right? But I'm telling you that even if you're not, let that be a goal. Now, pause. I can help you. Go to the description of my video and you can invest in a credit jumpstart strategy session, which is a small investment with a high return to get you a better result. Or you can invest in Credit Leverage Lifestyle, which is our online community, hey y'all, of wealth warriors, where you get ongoing support, ongoing workshops, ongoing live Q&A, and it's an online course and community to help you win. So you're either going to do it on your own or you're going to invest in some help. Making it simple, okay, guys? So, and then the last thing is going to be looking at cash flow. So this is where if you are somebody who is a business owner and say you only have like a 600 credit score, but you have a high cash flowing business. Let's say, mind you, I get people in the comments all the time, well, I'm a new business. How can I have $100,000, a year in annual revenue? Guys, I have brand new business owners that have high cash flow, meaning, maybe they're a nail salon, maybe they're a hairdresser, maybe they're a landscaper, maybe they're a coach, and they have clients that are $5,000, per client. They have 3 clients a month. That's $15,000 a month. So guys, just because you're big, I have people that make dinners, that make cakes, that do, parties, that make high cash flow, $5,000, $10,000 a month as a brand new business. So just because that's not your story does not mean that that's not something that's realistic. It's actually super realistic. So what I would say to you is if you have a lower credit score but higher cash flow, that can help you get approved. If you have no cash flow at all or low cash flow, then you want to work on your credit. Nugget here, there's always a workaround. Where are you strong? Where are you weak? And you work on that actual area. And honestly, the goal of the money is to put into something income producing so you can then do what? Reinvest into your business and start making some more money, okay? So it's going to be the 3 things as far as the approval process that they're really going to be looking for bank business loans is personal credit, cash flow, and length of time in business, okay? Now, some quick things for your application. Before you even apply, guys, determine how much money do you need. Do you need 5,000, 10,000, 100,000? And guys, don't be somebody with low credit, no business credit, and you're like, I want $100,000 and you have no business credit at all and nothing on your personal credit. All your personal credit cards are like $200, $500. Be reasonable. What do you need? Best case scenario and worst case scenario. Hey, Terry, 5,000 will help me get, some equipment, some lighting, some cameras, will help me, hire an assistant, will help me with, some funnels and some marketing, whatever it is. Or I would really like, so $5,000 will give me some relief. Or I must have $100,000 because I need XYZ. So how much money do you need? The next thing, guys, is determine a use for it. Pause. For loans, remember this is installment credit, right? So that means if they give you $100,000, that means if you get it, we're in the beginning of May, right? When I'm doing this actual video. Let's say you get the money May 2nd. Okay, and I'll say this right now. Citizens, one of the banks on here, Citizens has business loans up to $250,000 that they fund in 2 to 3 days. And their repayment terms are 12 to 84 months. So why am I telling you that? You get the loan May 5th, well, June 5th, the first payment is due, right? So you want to be putting the money into something that's income producing because it's installment credit, which means every single month you're going to be making a payment towards it, okay? So how much money do you need? What are you going to use it for? And then, like I just said, I recommend, I'm just being honest with you, at least have 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months of that payment in the bank. Why? Give yourself some leeway to actually get the money and put it into something income producing. Are you buying a car to put on Turo? Guys, I just did a video live the other day on how I use business credit, and I do not use business loans for that, to buy cars and pay them off fast. I'll link that video, okay? So then this is where have at least 3 to 6 months. That way you have enough time to get the loan, put it into something income producing, and you're not going into default. You're not going into default. So you don't need the whole amount, but at least have 3 to 6 months worth of that payment in the bank to help you have success. Got it, good guys? So now the 10 banks, I'm just going to give you the banks and I'll go back in, depending on when you're watching this video, and I'll put links for the banks in the description of the video. And FYI, I'm not an affiliate for any of these. I'm just giving y'all game, so I'm free game. Like, share, subscribe. And let me also say too, is it M&T Bank? M&T Bank, who's on the list, they actually say they will give you money to start, grow, expand, or refinance. So some of these banks do give brand new businesses, startup businesses money, okay? So the 10 banks, notebook pen, US Bank, Truist, PNC, Citizens, Chase, Key Bank, M&T Bank, TD Bank, JP Morgan Chase, wait, did I miss one? Hold on, let's go back. US Bank, Truist, PNC, Citibank, there we go. Chase, Citizens, Key Bank, M&T Bank, TD Bank, and JP Morgan Chase. Nowhere did I say Bank of America. Nowhere did I say Wells Fargo. You guys know them already. They have super rigid requirements and they're not the best. I gave you some bigger level banks and I gave you some regional banks that are known to give business owners some money, have less requirements, less documentation, and have loan amounts from $100,000 to up to $250,000. Some of them up to $500,000. Okay, got it good. So in this video I gave you 10 banks. I'll go back in and add a description. I gave you the 4 types of lenders. I gave you some tips for approval and some tips for the application, guys. And for my nugget, disrespect is never acceptable. In a personal relationship, a business relationship, family, co-workers, neighbors, anything. Because if you were in a relationship, and I just want to say this because it's on my heart, okay? If you're in a relationship with somebody, even when you're mad, even when you're upset because you love them, because that's your friend, because you have a certain level of respect, which to love somebody, you must have respect for them, then I don't even care if you're upset. There's certain things you would not say, certain things you would not do. Period. So if somebody can say out their mouth they love you, they rock with you, they whatever, and they can also disrespect you, baby, pay attention to the disrespect, because it ain't no way you going to say certain things to me. I'm on my soapbox, y'all. Say certain things to me. I'll also say you love me. As soon as you said that out your mouth, I know right away that you think it's a game. And guess what I'm going to reward you with? My absence. Got it good? All right, y'all. Have a super amazing night. I hope that was helpful, and please like, share, and subscribe.